Boom. Eyebrows. Intense. I love eyebrows. They're so awesome. They're so awesome.
I wish I could take all the things I said in my...
Alright, beauty nerds, what are we doing? I'm going to show off this wonderful makeup, so if you want to see what I'm doing, just keep on watching. Okay, so I haven't tried this look yet, so we'll see how this goes. I guess it's kind of fun doing it for the first time on camera for you, maybe a little bit, but... Okay, so I have some pictures up on my computer that I'm looking at, and I'm gonna start out with just brightening up the bottom of my eyes and covering up some of my blemishes just to give me a good base. So I'll do that first, okay? So I'm taking erase paste, the normal, every time. I always use it for my under eyes. So just brightening those up a little bit, and then I'm gonna take my normal Sonia Kashuk. I'm using the green one just to get some of these red spots canceled out with the green color. You left your heart in paradise. You left it all to roll the dice with. I always hate the first week after, the first few days after I get my eyebrows done, because then everything starts like getting all irritated right on top and on bottom. It's so frustrating. Okay, so that's a good base for right now. So in the movie, Maleficent has those crazy pointed cheeks played by Angelina Jolie, and that is gonna be something that I can't do unless I went and bought the type of stuff. It's a costume makeup stuff. It's like skin adhesive, and they kind of just like fold it up and make it look pointy, and then they dry it and then they put it on her and stuff. So I'm not gonna do anything like that. What I'm gonna do is try to use makeup to make my face look as much like that as possible. That's the goal. So to make my cheekbones look way more raised than they actually are, I'm going to use a highlighter, which I'm using NYX's Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, and I'm just gonna mark up my cheekbones the highest point with this. So I'm gonna go here, and obviously we will blend this out eventually. We go all the way back, so I'm gonna do it pretty back there, and then they kind of go down a little bit. And just the same thing. And then I'm also gonna brighten up this whole section, just because this whole part is really like flat on her face, and I want it to be very bright. So then I'm going to take my Sigma Beauty flat small kabuki and just kind of blend this out a little bit. And I might add more in a little bit here if it blends out too far, okay? Because like I said, I haven't done this look by myself before. I'm just trying to do it, so we'll see how it goes. So yeah, that looks good to me. I might just take a little bit more on this side. So she's pretty darn pale in this movie. She looks like they purposely made her a bit pale. So I'm gonna use my Maybelline's Fit Me Shine Free foundation, and it should be lighter than or right about my skin color actually. So I'm just gonna put this places, and then I'll blend it out later. For that, I'm just going to use this flat, rounded Nordstrom brush to blend everything. Okay, and it looks like I'm gonna need to do that one more time around because it wasn't quite covering enough. Cold breeze, dead leaves are falling from exhausted trees. That's a thing. I'm going to take this same Jumbo pencil one more time and do this again. Okay, then I'm going to just powder myself. Then I'm going to do the darkening, bronzing part. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to take this eyebrow pencil to start the line because I want a distinct line of where that pointy part is. And I'm using Laguna NARS for this. Basically that same line that I drew with the white, I want to draw that right there as well. And I'm gonna kind of like take it and blend it down. The love we shared, the lessons learned and lost. So that's the starting point, basically, okay? Then I'm going to take a round kabuki, this is by Sonia Kashuk, and just put a dab, okay? And I'm going to blend out and darken the rest of my contour. I looked and saw your branch had bent apart. I've never used this brush before, so I don't know if I like how small. I wish it had a brush, an actual, a handle. Sorry about that, guys. My card was full. Little dab. So on camera, it's showing up more like there's a space here, but in real life, it's not there so strong. And this side is way less bright, and I want it to look more like this. So I'm going to take that eyebrow angled brush and do it again on this side. A little bit lighter than last time because it is the second round. And I dabbed a little bit on here. The darkest night, the brightest sun, no matter what the two of us become. From seed sunk, we grew up. I don't know why it's doing that on camera. It looks way better in real life, I swear. Like on the camera there's like this weird spot here that's lighter that doesn't exist. It's not actually there. But we still share a single heart. But I still need to look, I need to get my eyes there too. They still look too ugly. So I'm going to do my normal coverage like in my skincare routine. This little guy that I use. And I'm also going to take it right down my nose because I'm going to basically do this like the highlight. But we still share a single heart. If you peel away the bark, we still share a single heart. If you peel away the bark. She also, they've bronzed her nose a little bit, so I'm going to do that. But I'm going to use my lighter bronzer, and it's the Hoola by Benefit. I'm taking this flat little brush. But now her eyebrows. I'm going to use, her eyebrows aren't that dark to be honest, but they are very shapely. So I'm just gonna use my normal brow stuff, and then I'm just going to do it more shaped. So she has a pretty thick part right here, and it's like flat on the bottom. And it probably would work better to do this with a pencil, but I don't have an eyebrow pencil with me right now because half my makeup is packed up. Which is going to become a problem all over again when I get to the lips. Just so you're aware. So her brow kind of goes very pointy in that section.
But tick-tock, if you are gonna take a shot, then come at me with all you got around. Just let me go. Just let me go. Through all the years, we came so near. But something was
Eyebrows, intense. I love eyebrows. Awesome. They're so awesome.
She has a pretty natural orangey brown smooth. It's not that smooth actually. There's no cat eye or anything like that, so I'm not going to do that today. But luckily for me, I have this bright orange from Stila in the Nude palette, so I'm going to use that. You could put a primer on before this, but seeing as right after you're going to put on the makeup on, I'm not going to do that today. So, but if you are doing this for some sort of product, then you might want to. So I'm going to start with Desert. I'm going to put this all over my lid for now.
Just let me go.
She definitely has a very round look going on. I mean, Angelina Jolie's eyes are already pretty round, so I'm gonna just stick with that. Then I'm gonna go ahead and use Rain, which is this one right here, to kind of blend out the shadow up the outer corner. And then she also has very intense shadows going from the corner of her eye to her eyebrows, so I'm going to kind of darken that up as well. So I'm going to do the outside first, because I don't want that much powder to be on the brush once I get into that inside part that I was just talking about.
Well, I think you might remember
Feeling
me.
that a little
Each
glow
autumn
and
with
all
the falling leaves, I stole the apples from your trees. And I hid beneath that yellow spruce, and I chucked them at your concrete goose. Looking back, I guess I was a dick. It's strange as hell to be back here. It's almost been a dozen years. This place, it hasn't changed a bit. I still remember all of it. Your wind chimes still reflect the sun, and the dents from my old BB gun. It almost feels like I
I'm
was
just
never
going to pop
gone.
that bright orange color, it's called Fire, onto the center of my lid. So
I'm
that's
not
nice
sure
and really orange.
what I came to tell. My father said that you're not doing very well. I guess that
Just going to highlight this
just
one.
had
It's
to
called Air. I'm going to brighten up my eyebrow bone.
dream of
I'm just going to brighten up very slightly my inner corner.
you. Yeah, it's true what all the people
Her,
say.
what's
I
this?
spent some time in Pickaway. 18 months and 11 days, 13 hours in
Her eyeshadow is very blended, so I'm not going to use a stick and I'm not going to use liquid. I'm just going to take Ebony in the same palette and thicker angled brush than what I used for my eyebrows, and I'm going to line my eyes with
I'm a
it.
different man today.
And it's pretty thick, so I'm not going to be too afraid.
Keep my demons hidden in a closet with my other sins. And I will never open it, though it's hard some days, I must admit. I've gotta keep that straight and narrow line. Still there are days I think of here. What if I had just stayed another year? Would this whole
So then on the bottom lashes, before I do the black part, I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to take that orange color and just slide that under my eyes. And I want it to be pretty thick,
So I'm sorry, Mr. Abramson. I'm sorry about the things I've done. I'd pay you back for everyone if I had
Okay, I'm
money,
going in with
but I
that ebony color again on this brush. I'm just going to line
So
the
I guess this is an IOU. For now that's gonna have to do until I get my feet back on the ground.
Boom. I'm not putting anything on the the waterline because her eyes are still really bright throughout the movie, especially with that weird thing they do to make them like glow and stuff, so I don't want to close them off too much, but I do need mascara. Oh, and I'm going to use this little Smashbox Full Exposure mascara. It's a little sample size. Huge brush, oh my goodness. You could put on fake lashes for this if you wanted to, but like I already said, I'm going to the gym right after this, so I don't want to waste a pair of lashes.
The brown boxes in the living room. My life is in a never-ending state of that old transition. I got 'em piled up high in the corner of the kitchen, and I'm itching just to find a little bit of unpacked nutrition.
My eyebrows are intense. I need some lipstick, obviously. I'm going to use my MAC lip liner in Vino.
Onward, upward, running with a new herd. Too small, you all gotta get it transferred. Packing and I'm stacking and I'm making all my crap fit. Gotta shove it all into the brown boxes. I got 25 pounds of long grain rice and the cereal I bought when I was in California.
I'm making my lips just a little bit bigger than they actually are by going just slightly out of my lip friend. Right outside of it because her lips are huge because they don't need to leave.
Gotta get it transferred. Packing and I'm stacking and I'm making all my crap fit. Gotta fit it all into the brown boxes.
Don't go Miranda sings, just go a little bit. It's looking the perfect color on the camera, but in real life it's a little bit dark, and her lips are pretty red in the movie, but I wanted to go a little bit darker because I want the lip a little bit fuller. So I'm going to take this Lippy by Butter London, and it is in this crazy purpley dark vampire-y color. I'm just gonna leave it with it. Other than the cheekbones, it's pretty much like the colors are all right. Her eyebrows are insane like this, but I can't figure out how else I could make my cheeks look like her cheeks. So what I would just suggest is going a little bit maybe darker on the bronzer.
Cause a new place got a lot of room in the garage and I sure hate to unpack. I think I might just save some time and leave all of it stacked in brown boxes.
That is about as good as it
Brown
gets.
boxes.
So that is what I would do to make myself look like Maleficent. Obviously, my hair is not like Maleficent or anything like that, but yeah, that's what I would do. So, alright, that was my Maleficent review, so I hope you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe down there, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!